Alright guys, I'm putting all of my videos together into one video. Let's start. So just like the previous videos, you're going to need a small pillow that extends only as far down as your hip. This video is specifically for right symmetry people. If you're not right symmetry, you're going to have to flip the video, or you can just read out straight out of my doc, my Google Doc. It explains perfectly what you're going to do. So let's begin. First is to move is your feet, and then your knees, and then your hips, then your abdomen, and then your shoulders. So basically you start on your front side. You're going to start on the very left side of the bed over here, and then you're basically just wiggling or walking your body one piece at a time, starting with your feet, knees, hips, and then your shoulders, and then your head. Going one space at a time. So basically, when you start here, your feet are going to go over one space where you would be laying if there, and you're basically moving one spot over each, just like a worm almost, until you reach that other side of the bed. But you're basically focusing on that. If you're right symmetry, you're focusing on that left side of your face between these 3 points on your face. You're really just trying to balance all your weight on those points while you're doing this, and stretch out your left side of your face so they can push your line of symmetry to the right. And now we're going to go ahead and try and flip over here. You really should give yourself space to flip over before flipping over. So like give yourself one extra space, like right before, and then just like log over. But I just ran out of space and I just manually flipped myself. But we're going to do the same thing again, starting with your feet, one space over. Next, you're going to try and just go one piece at a time, go into your hips, abdomen, get your shoulders across, finally your head. But you're laying on, if you're right symmetry, you're laying on the back left side of your head. If you're left symmetry, you're laying on the back right side of your head, because you're really trying to push your body that way while your face that way while you're moving the other way. Always move the pillow with you. If you're confused on how you're supposed to be laying each time, in one of my previous videos when I'm laying down, I explain how you're supposed to be laying per spot, but I combined that video with my yoga mat, so we're basically just laying, relaying, repositioning ourselves each time. If you go closer to the headboard, you can push yourself down, because you will sometimes go closer. Each time you move over, I would go one leg at a time, like that. Just move both ankles at a time. Go one ankle and then go another ankle when you move that leg over. And always keep those legs pointing to the right if you're right symmetry. That's how you stretch out your spine. Okay, so we're gonna give ourselves some time to sit in the lotus pose and do a little bit of the mouth exercises. I'm not gonna do the mouth exercises here, but this is where you would do it. Give yourself some time to do the lotus pose and pop your spine in the correct direction. If you're right symmetry, it's to the right. If you're left symmetry, it's to the left. Okay. Left glute and go run down your left thigh if you are right symmetry. So let's begin. Step 0. First, make sure you know which direction you're supposed to go into and which symmetry you are. I am right symmetry. So if you don't know what I'm talking about, go read my reverse movement guide and go watch the past videos to know which way you're supposed to go. So this is how you're going to lay when you first start. It's a stretch, but you do this before bed or after you wake up, or any time during the day, really. You can do this with a blanket on top of you or not. You're going to want to lay like this, legs crossed over each other. But again, I'm right symmetry. So if you're right symmetry, you're going to do exactly as I'm doing in this video. But if you're left symmetry, you're going to do the exact opposite. Every limit has to be different. So let's begin on this side. So we're going to start with step 2. Step 2 says to lay on your face. and you're going to focus on 3 specific points: the left side of your nose, your left cheekbone, and your left eyebrow. This will incorporate your whole eye socket. So after you have that all down, you're going to lay on your eye socket and open up your bottom jaw wide to your right. If you're right symmetry like me, you're going to open it to your right, and then you're going to push against the bed back to your left with that same jaw and your chin. So it's like you're doing a push-up off of your chin, but you're going to push off the bed while you're focusing on those 3 points on your eye socket. And also, while you're doing that push-up, you're slowly moving your upper jaw to the right, to your right, if you are right symmetry. I typically count to 5 seconds while I'm holding my breath or breathing, so I know how long to stretch. It's like a regular stretch. So this is on Monday, which is 2 days ago, 3 or so. Now doing the same stretch. The video before, when I was first learning, was this September 2nd. So now this is about 2 weeks after, or a week or 2 after. And here I am doing the same exact method. So on the bottom of step 2, once again, we're gonna practice smiling now. We're gonna create an extra point, which creates a 4th point around those. So we have the 3 points right here. We're gonna create a 4th point on our chin, on the side of our chin. And we're gonna smile into the bed, do that push up with our chin, but smile with it, and then like try and bring your weight down with it along the bed, like you're dragging your face down with the bed up. So let's see if we can see that again. I don't think we're gonna do that yet, but that's the idea. You're really just trying to open up. You try and create space from your chin to your eyes. You're really trying to open up that mouth. And also now on step 3, you're going to be doing the same exact motions with those 4 points, except you're going to retract your tongue. When I say retract, I mean like literally just pull back your tongue. Retract it, and then I want you to balance on your head. You're going to balance there, and we'll come back to that again. But you need to read on the steps exactly how you're doing these motions. So we're moving on to the second part of zone 1, which is laying on your back. Zone 1, it just means you're is laying on the bed. That's zone 1 for the stretching. There's 3 zones. So here's zone 1, part 2, laying on your back. Lay on back, place left ankle on top of right ankle. That's if you're right symmetry. You're going to do the opposite if you're left symmetry. Make sure you know which is which. Lay head flat on its left side while doing the same tongue retraction that you did in the last part of zone 1. But instead of separating your arms like you're on a cross, you're going to put your arms together like you're in a coffin. And I'll show you right here, just as we get to the part. So as I'm done with the first part, I'm going to immediately, carefully turn around and lay on that back left corner of my head. I really want to, where my back of my head meets my left side of my head, I want that corner, the corner of my skull to push inward and like to move. I want to pull that back left corner to my right. I'm going to use my neck to drag the back left corner while turning my neck to the right to move my head. And also, you're going to want to do the same thing you were doing on your face with the push-up off the chin. You're going to be moving your chin and your lower jaw a lot as well. You're going to point to that back left corner if you're right symmetry. If you're left symmetry, it's going to be that back right corner. So right symmetry we're talking about right now. If you are right symmetry, point your chin towards that corner. and it's gonna try to flatten out that corner. It's gonna round out that corner. So you're not gonna have a hard corner more. It's gonna round it out, and it's gonna give you a softer edge of your head. So here I'm just trying to show you how the side of my head looks while you're doing this. It's literally like reshaping your head like Play-Doh. You're basically starting off on your face, pushing your face inward in a certain direction, and then turning around, getting on the other side of your head, and like pushing the other side of that Play-Doh. Like literally just molding your head with the muscles.